Hello friends, welcome to the Horror Ghost Stories. The story begins. The Haunted Music Box. The story begins in an old, dusty antique shop tucked away in a forgotten corner of the city. Emily, a young woman in her late 20s, is browsing the shop for unique items to decorate her new apartment. She's drawn to a small, ornate music box tucked away on a high shelf. The box is intricately carved with strange symbols, and a faint, eerie melody seems to hum from it, even though it's closed. The shopkeeper, an elderly man with a nervous demeanor, warns her not to buy it. "That box, it's not for sale," he says, his voice trembling. But Emily, intrigued by the mystery, insists. The shopkeeper reluctantly agrees, but as he hands it to her, he whispers, "Some things are better left unopened." Emily takes the music box home, unaware of the dark force she's unleashed. That night, Emily places the music box on her dresser. As she settles into bed, she hears the faint sound of music, a haunting, melancholic tune that seems to come from the box. She gets up to investigate, but the box is closed. When she opens it, the music stops abruptly, and the room grows cold. Over the next few days, strange things begin to happen. Emily hears whispers in the dead of night, sees shadowy figures out of the corner of her eye, and finds the music box open on its own, the melody playing softly. She starts to feel a presence in her apartment, a malevolent force that watches her every move. One night, she dreams of a young girl in a white dress, standing in a snow-covered forest. The girl holds the music box and stares at Emily with hollow, empty eyes. Emily wakes up screaming, only to find the music box playing on its own, the melody now distorted and unsettling. Desperate for answers, Emily researches the music box. She discovers that it once belonged to a family who lived in the area over a century ago. The family's youngest daughter, Clara, died under mysterious circumstances, and the music box was the only item left in her room after her death. Local legends say Clara's spirit is trapped within the box, and anyone who opens it becomes her target. Emily also learns that the symbols carved into the box are part of an ancient ritual meant to contain spirits. But the ritual was never completed, leaving Clara's soul restless and vengeful. The music box is a conduit for her anger, and she will stop at nothing to claim a new victim. The haunting intensifies. Emily's apartment becomes a nightmare. Objects move on their own, the temperature drops to freezing, and the music box plays constantly, its melody growing louder and more distorted. Clara's spirit begins to manifest, her ghostly figure appearing in mirrors and windows, her hollow eyes filled with rage. Emily tries to destroy the music box, but it always reappears, unscathed. She seeks help from a local priest, but the ritual to banish Clara's spirit fails, and the priest is found dead the next day, his face frozen in terror. Emily realizes that Clara's spirit is feeding on her fear, growing stronger with each passing moment. She's trapped in a battle for her soul, and time is running out. In a last-ditch effort, Emily decides to complete the ritual carved into the music box. She gathers the necessary items: a silver dagger, a vial of holy water, and a lock of her own hair, and performs the ritual in her apartment. As she chants the incantation, Clara's spirit appears, her form twisting and writhing in anger. The two engage in a terrifying battle of wills. Emily fights to banish Clara, while the spirit tries to drag her into the music box, where she will be trapped forever. The apartment shakes, the walls bleed, and the music box's melody reaches a deafening crescendo. In the final moments, Emily plunges the silver dagger into the music box, shattering it. Clara's spirit lets out a blood-curdling scream as she is pulled back into the box, her form dissolving into smoke. The apartment falls silent, and the music box lies in pieces on the floor. Emily survives, but she is forever changed. She moves out of the apartment, leaving the shattered remains of the music box behind. But as she settles into her new home, she hears a faint, familiar melody drifting through the air. She turns to see the music box, fully intact, sitting on her dresser. The lid creaks open, and the haunting tune begins to play once more. The screen fades to black as Emily's scream echoes in the darkness. The end.